fellow myth merchants and true believers. Now, for those of you who don't know me, which is likely most of you, my name is Danny. I'm the owner and operator of Kobra Comics in the beautiful city of Whittier, California. And for those of you who do know me, you're probably aware that I occasionally dabble in technology, especially when it's about making my store more efficient. Now, I've been building something on weeklypulllist.com. Actually, quite a few somethings. Now, you might be wondering, what is weeklypulllist.com? And to understand that, before we get into it, let me give you a little background on our store. We started out in the end of 2021, and initially using only my personal comic book collection. So it was mostly back issues. But as time went on, we gradually expanded into Pokemon cards, action figures, toys, Funko Pops, and so on. And as we begin stocking new comic book releases, and I mean stocking comic book releases, maybe a bit stretching it because we didn't stock too many. Most of you may know, because of the cost of them, you got to be pretty careful on what you order, how many you order, because you could get into a rabbit hole really quick. Now, getting back to this, with one of the things I noticed with a pull list, and maintaining it, was that the only straightforward method of managing a comic book pull list was either to use a spreadsheet or go old school with pen and paper. Now, my customers faced the same challenge. So I figured, why not provide a platform where they can check all the new inventory regardless of the distributors, upcoming FOCs, that's final order cutoff dates, for those that don't know, and books releasing this week. Right? So the idea was to be able to filter all these and have the ability to add these to your pull list, add them to your favorites, associate yourself with an LCS, local comic shop or local comic store, whatever's your cup of tea, and, all that good stuff. But more importantly, weeklypulllist.com is a place where both collectors and stores can manage their pull list, comic book collections, and so much more. How, you ask? Well, let me show you. Pretty simple when it comes to managing your pull list. And we're going to kind of go over this. I'm going to make another video when it comes to your collections. I didn't mention that before, as it is. So, for example, I've already added a couple books, but we're going to go ahead and do something here. Let's see what's coming out, what you have to have in. And side note, if you're adding a new series to your pull list, make sure that it hasn't reached the FOC date yet, because you want to make sure that you give the store plenty of time to be able to order that. So although you can wait till that last day, I recommend giving it a few days at least. That way your store's on top of it, and they can go ahead and put that order in for you as well. So we're going to go ahead and we are going to add, say, here's one, Batman Dylan Dog. Okay, this is a 1 in 25. It's a variant. Now, variants are handled a different way, but we're going to go into the regular cover A's for the time being, first prints, things like that. Now, of course, if you haven't registered, go ahead and register. I'm going to go ahead and just log in real quick. Now, real quick, this is where you're going to see your dashboard. This is your dashboard. It's going to see you're going to see your active pull list, whatever's on your favorites. This isn't really my pull list. Of course, I've been testing things. And remember, I just want to give you guys a heads up. I'm a one-man shop when it comes to building this out. I built it myself. That's the coding, all that good stuff. And so not much help when it comes to all of that over here. So if you see something wrong, see something broken, see something that's not working or functioning correctly, just go ahead and shoot me a message. Let me know. Believe me, I love that input because I can make it a better experience. After being in this industry for over 20 years and collecting comics since I was a kid, God, I just aged myself, didn't I? Well, anyways, I always wanted to do something that can, help out a bit. I wanted to contribute something, and this is kind of my way of contributing. So if you do see something, I'm not going to take offense to it. I'm just going to say thank you, and I'm going to try to fix it or get to it as soon as possible. But remember, it's just me. So, if I don't get to it that quick, don't hold it against me. Um, and actually, you guys are going to be the ones helping me build this because I'm going to be growing the functionalities. I'm going to be adding all kinds of cool features on top of what already exists on here. And that's going to be based off of your guys' feedback, what you guys want to see. If you think of something that's going to help you, and whether you're a store or a collector, go ahead and send me a message, send me an email, um, and we'll even discuss it. So, well, anyways, let's get back to this. This, as in your dashboard, right? Your active pull lists are right here. So what we're going to do is we're going to come back here. Let's see. You know what? I'm going to remove something. Oh, okay, here we go. So let me remove that real quick. Now, because I kind of want to go through Spider-Man. We'll just look for Amazing Spider-Man, right? Gotta love Spidey. Oh, well, you know what? It's already there. All right. Let's look for something else. Let's find something that has an upcoming FOC. All right. Action Comics. Now here, you're gonna notice something right now, right? Add to pull list. Whoa, it failed because you already have this series in your pull list. Of course, you don't want to add it again, right? But what you can add, just want to go ahead and give you enough, is variants. Because let's be honest, if we like a certain issue number variant, I mean, we're not always gonna want to get cover Bs, right? So we can add that to the pull list. That's no problem because we want that specific variant, and that way our LCS can order it for us. So when you come here and you see that you already have Action Comics in your series, see 1062, and you wanted the variant from 1063, well, there you go. They're going to at least be aware of it, right? And they're going to be able to order it for you. So it's pretty simple, pretty straightforward when it comes to adding your pull list. Quick side note, there's going to be a couple ways to sign up. One of the ways is scanning the QR code for your LCS. If they have it displayed for you, you just scan it. It takes you to a registration page where you will then register, and you would automatically be associated with the comic book store, your LCS, right? And you can always pretty much remove it yourself from that association if you don't want them handling your books anymore. Then you have that freedom, right? And you're gonna be able to now. Here, we'll kind of go through that real quick. Remove. Yeah, sure. I want to remove Kobra Comics. Great, but now you don't have anybody handling your pull list. So let's just go ahead and add a comic book store for us. Here we go. Confirm. Are you sure you want to add Kobra Comics as your LCS? Handle your pull list? Sure, let's do this. Okay, but here's the thing. Once you do, you're going to be pending because it's going to be up to the store now to approve your pull list. I do this because I want to make sure that they're able to handle your pull list. I know some stores deal with certain distributors, and certain distributors don't have specific publishers or series or certain comics. So I want to make sure that the store looks it over and they're able to say like, okay, you know what? I can handle this pull list. I'm going to accept it. Or if they can't, they decline it. And then in which case you will get that notification, right? So here we are right here. Now, what happens next? You got your books on a pull list, right? Well, I'll be right back, and we're going to go through the stores kind of perspective now. So what happens is this right here is store portal, right? This is a stores portal. This is where your LCS goes and handles. Now you have to be accepted as a store. There's not a lot of strictness when it comes to being accepted as a store, as you know. So if you're dealing with pull lists and you're an online store, it's not like you have to be a storefront or anything like that. It's not crazy, but I do want to go through and make sure that it reduces spam and things of that nature. So we have to kind of kind of approve you as a store first. So yeah, let's go ahead and go through this. Now, as the store, you're gonna notice that you have your dashboard, top 10 customers. A lot of this is just really, it is just test data, but as you see right here, the pending customer request, right? So you see as a store that Danny wanted to go ahead and have you handle their pull list. Well, you can accept or decline, approve or decline, approve or decline. Once you take a look at it and you're like, oh yeah, I can handle all these comic books, that's not a problem. All right, so go ahead and approve it. Okay, whoops, okay. So now that you're approved, you have your customers section. Once you, as the collector, comes to the store to pick up your book, the store will go ahead and say like, hey, okay, here is Danny here to pick up a book. Picked up pool. Let me go ahead and mark it. The store is going to mark how many you picked up. Maybe you picked up an extra copy, right? Even though you said just one copy. Any notes, you can, as the store, they can add, you could tell the store like, hey, if there's any extras, please let me know. And that way, this just gives the stores the ability to add that, like, wants, additional copies if available, something, and they'll submit that. Now, pay attention to this. You see how the Action Comics 1062 right there, cover A, John Timms, right? Once it has gone, you see, it's going to automatically update. It's going to update itself. And I made sure that I'm continuously trying to improve the logic behind that. But we want to make sure that the next cover A is there. Now, what happens if you cover B? You're picking up a variant. Well, chances are, like I said before, you don't want every single cover B. You just wanted this cover, right? So, gone. That's it. It's no longer there. If you want another variant, just add that variant to your pull list. Simple as that. But as far as the series, most of the time, if you want a series, it's going to be there. Now, say you're like, hey, I just wanted 1062. I don't want it no more. Just go ahead. Let the store know. Store can go ahead and delete this product from your pull list. Or, once again, you can do it. So, yeah, it's pretty cool. We'll get into, I'll have different videos back and forth for both our collectors and our stores. But this is our first video kind of going over the generalized aspect of weekly pull list and how it pretty much gets handled, just from the pull list perspective. Now, you see, updated right here. Your next book on sale date is March 12th, 2024. Pretty cool. I think so. Now, once again, remember, we spoke about it. If you only wanted the other issue, then hey, now you can remove that, because you haven't waited till the FOC's final order cutoff. So since you haven't, it's not past that, that means that the store has the time to make adjustments and remove that from their order, or, whatever. So there you go, and there you have it. That is this, basic outline. I know it was a little long, but I wanted to give you an introduction and tell you who I am. I promise the videos will be shorter. I am gonna try to keep them as short as possible for you guys. I'll go over some things in detail more on some of the next videos. But once again, if there's anything that you guys see, any features that you guys would like to implement because it will help out dramatically, go ahead and let me know, and I will be more than happy to handle that for you. Okay? Once again, you know, find my contact information. You'll be able to see it. I'm gonna see if I can put it in the video's description, uh, and you can leave some comments. You know, go ahead. Just any way you could get a hold of us, and we can work and grow and build this together. Because I want to make sure that this is something that we all can use. So until next time, I have no sign off catchphrase. I'll think of one for you guys, okay? Well, until next time, I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.